For the Chinese government and many Chinese scholars, the concept of Indo-Pacific is, first of all, more geopolitical than economic. And second of all, it's more about the future sort of competition between China and the US and India to some degree. So it's this big triangle relationship. Of course, there is also economic cooperation between China and other neighbors like ASEAN countries, Singapore, etc. But for now, because it's a concept first initiated by the US and its allies, so it has been understood as more of a geopolitical concept. Although in reality, it's much more than that, but for the most part, it's understood that way. But I think when you broaden the region to include, other regions like Europe and America, it's much more global, inclusive. It's less geopolitical, and it's less competitive in a way. Well, I think for EU and Germany, the Indo-Pacific certainly is a very important region, both economically and also for global governance. So I think EU and Germany should be playing a very active role in this region, regardless of the relationships between China and the US and other countries. Both the EU and Germany could play a very positive role in this region. I think this is because, number one, they are far away from the region, so they don't have direct conflict or some differences with other countries in this region. So they can be more like a third honest sort of perspective. Other than within the region, countries like India and China, they have their own self-interest. So Europe and Germany could become another player, honest broker sort of role in facilitating the cooperation, reducing tensions between the countries, and facilitating global trade, investment, climate change cooperation, so on and so forth. So I think they do have a very influential role to play in the future in this region. There will be two major factors affecting this future outcome. One is the economic development factor and the technological development, because we are living in an era of technology, and the technologies will be the driving force of our economic development. And whoever will possess the most advanced technologies will be having the biggest economic influence in the region. And the other factor is the US-China competition, actually, because this competition will last for a long time, at least 2 or 3 decades. And certainly by 2040, we'll be having a much clearer picture of who will be more influential in this region, both economically and militarily. But the competition outcome between these two countries will likely determine the landscape of this region as a whole by 2040.